bit laggy. Is everything on? Okay, there it is. Okay, that was weird. Making sure everything was good on everyone's end. On their end. We're gonna have to wait for Tam King for a minute, but what we're gonna do, because Tam King is streaming as well. Big shout out to him. We're going to do something I'm finishing up a mission on to try to solidify how much money I have for our next truck. For what we're doing for Tam King today and today's stream. So we're gonna finish a drive that I've already started to make some money while we wait for everyone to join up. But welcome, Farseer. Welcome. Welcome. It's been a little laggy. I don't know if that's on my end only or y'all's end. Can y'all still see the stream? Let me know if it's lagging on anyone's end right now, being weird. Let me reset my phone side of my phone. My phone being weird. It lagged out when I was loading stuff because I think it sent me a Facebook notification at the same time. And Facebook is very intrusive as an app. Yeah, for some reason my phone is being weird today. Also, a big shout out to Matt, to the Lad James himself. He is also doing a catch-up stream today of some Warframe in the background, checking out the not Dante frame, because Dante doesn't use books as to fight. He uses swords. This is a crusader. Virgil was the one that had the book that guided him through the 9 circles. But they've decided, nope, Dante is the knowledge king. And I'm like, Sure he is. We'll go with that. Sure. If it starts getting me too much fun, I feel like Wi-Fi is acting up. It is about that time to change this modem soon. You can? Okay, good. So it's just on my end. Figured. Alright, yep. That's my Wi-Fi. I know how to fix that if I really want to. Let me do that real quick right now. So it doesn't lag behind on my end. I can see what's happening. I'm about to turn my Wi-Fi off and go on data. Alright, currently playing Realistic Battle Mod for Bannerlord and I'm stuck in hell right now. I don't know what's going on. Let's also... I'll pause every now and then so I can read chat here. Let's get this driver going while we wait. Also, if y'all want to see what I've got, look, don't mind how large this trailer is behind me. Like, I made this Lone Star a lot stronger than I thought I did. Let's just put it that way. We're still gonna make Darkside after everyone's trucks are finished, so it'll be Tam King's today. Farseer will upgrade yours next episode. Which, by the way, the Walmart truck got a freaking massive upgrade because of the international update that happened. So did this Lone Star. So there's more stuff I can put on my Lone Star, and there's ways to make the Walmart truck extraordinarily broken for no reason. But that's what we're gonna do for your Walmart truck international LT that's in our garage after we set up Tam King's truck today. We're also gonna hire a new driver so we can for your truck, so your truck makes money in the background, even in its lower level right now. Okay, let's go. Come on, big guy, you gotta let me pass. Luckily, he didn't have to get on the scale, or he would have had to wait. I have to drive over the scale because the AI, I will say, in this game doesn't truly understand some of the finer points of what the rules rules are of the road. But this is also an older game, so even with all the updates, they leave a lot of like the laws, the violations, and the regulations in this game pretty much the same, and the AI programming. Playing Britannia and fighting Valandia on Flatlands. Why would you do this to yourself? Why are you doing this? That's terrible. Also, this type of load would have a scout, meaning I'd have a guy behind me, or beside me, whichever I forget it is, because this trailer barely fits on the road, and when it makes turns, no matter how good I am going around the corner, it definitely cuts off the other lane. Hey! Hey! Eating my chocolate. That was on me. I almost had that. I was distracted. But yeah, we're gonna drive this trip, make this money, and then we'll work on getting Tam King's truck up and running. Which, since there's no flat-nose Freightliner in this game, we're gonna have to go with the Peterbilt version of Optimus Prime. Since we don't have the Freightliner version. One from the old 90s, 80s cartoon. Yeah. Call me if you name it. Hey look, it's Tam King in Train Sim, up on the hill. No, he's actually playing Construction Sim today from what I saw on his video. Everybody's streaming today. I also would not be doing 70 miles an hour in real life with this kind of trailer. That would be stupidity. Beyond all recognition. But it's a video game, and they do time you unrealistically slightly because there's no real life time to it, so we're going to, as long as we don't run into anybody and we don't hit anything, and don't speed too fast, we're good. Yo, Tam King, welcome. I just got done saying big shout out to you, Tam King. That's all you're doing because I'm Construction Simulator. See, and that right there, I just got fined for that car hitting me, even though I had the right of way. There's some things in this game that bug me. Like, I'm already past him. It is not the truck's job to slow down 4 cars trying to get over who were trying to be a greedy boot hole and trying to get in front of the truck. But those are just the things you have to tolerate in this game because it doesn't understand that. There's another way station somewhere here. Oh no, I do have to get over here, never mind. And what's funny is that stuff happens in real life, but in real life that would have been a great payday for the trucker and the company he works for. Because that guy ran into me blatantly. If that guy survived, that is. Because in real life, that might have killed that driver, him doing some stupid crap like that. Because that means he would have went under my wheels. So that's why you don't cut off big rigs in real life. Unless you don't want to feel like sticking around. Like that right there, the rig happened to come in here and then he's just going along in the passing lane. That's not a thing either. He'd have just been able to stay on the highway. But I've learned to get around the AI's tropes. There's some that you can't avoid because the AI just catches you at the worst time. But What's sad is that hit the trailer, so that may have cut down on our rating on what we're gonna get. So you see how the AI is trying to compete with me right now. Now I'm forced to literally stay off, do this, right? What I'm about to do right now. Yeah, the AI's programming is pretty terrible, but it's still fun. It's an old game. I can't really hate on it too hard. You knocked it out the park with that stream title, by the way. Oh yeah, it's gonna be that way when we get it. That's why we're gonna finish this trip, make extra money. I already got quite a lot, but I want to make sure I have more than we need, so we can decorate it and set it up however we want and however Tam King wants it to be. So. And I'm a heavy hauler type company, so most of my trucks are going to have pretty heavy horsepower. So I think I'm going to let Tam King handle the hazardous material, though. Since it's technically, you know, you could say he's transporting Metatron. Because I can get a tanker later for it, a specific tanker trailer, and let it just transport hazardous material. Which I found out more of the special jobs in this game seem to be linked to owning your own trailer. So if you want to do the cool stuff for each of the jobs that are like really over the top, you have to have that said trailer as a trailer you own. There are no like preset jobs. The biggest preset job is the one we have now, which is this big monster I'm towing right now to make money for our to build crime. Excuse me, I need to go watch that trailer. Wait. Oh yeah, I did see the trailer. It was amazing. I don't want to spoil too much for everyone, but I love the weird irony that it's a Wolverine. It's the Wolverine who left everybody. It's the one that's based on the comic books that eventually will fight that Hulk family that abandoned everybody and failed everybody. It's kind of hilarious. But it looks like it's going to be fun. I cannot wait. It's going to be I think that's going to be a fantastic little fun movie to watch. The two of them together are going to be great. I also love that scene when he's in the bar and it's replicating the original scene from the X-Men, but it's an alternate reality where he's not really with them anymore. And Deadpool's holding the gun and he's like, I will pop you right here in the square in the face. And he's like, he's just standing there looking at him like, alright, go right ahead. He's like, good luck. You'll see what happens. I love it. And he knows that too. I can't wait to see what this is. I can't wait to see what the villain is of this. I know Paradox is apparent, not the company. Paradox, the character, is apparent during this movie. So I'm wondering if it has to do with that. If they're both going to end up fighting Paradox or if it's something else. And with this being part of the MCU now, even though it's going to be very comical, it's probably still going to have some sort of loose reason why this is all happening, tying all back to what's happening with the timelines and everything else. And the different universes trumping each other. It's going to be quite good, I think, actually. And fun, and even with all that, like, even if you remove all that, like I said, the best part about this movie is just going to be the interaction between the two actors and how good they are together already. And this Wolverine and Deadpool automatically are just a hilarious counter team to each other. So, you want to breathe out a hole in your head, Deadpool? You want to breathe out a hole in their head? And he's just looking at it like, believing him. Because he doesn't realize that this Deadpool does already kind of know. But it does make me wonder, does he have an adamantium bullet in that gun? Because Deadpool should know. This version of Deadpool did work with Wolverine. His own version of Wolverine. So it makes you wonder, he should know that technically an adamantium on adamantium does work. So we'll see what happens though. I'm quite eager. There's definitely a fight scene between the two of them. I just can't wait to see why and how it happens. And what it leads to. I'm excited. All trucks right lane. You wanna? Oh no, but yeah, no, it's gonna be good. There's a few movies I want to see right now. I can't see any of them right because of what happened at the moment. Money's just gonna be too tight. Which I want to let y'all know. I had to come to terms with something with the PS5 thing. We are still gonna get it if it's possible. But I can't pay more than $375 for it. Meaning, if there's, and it should be fine because a lot of them drop price down to close to that anyways. But if we can pay for it with that price, I can still get Tekken and maybe Mortal Kombat and save plenty of money towards my van as well. So, I'm trying to work it out that way so it works that way. If in a case of an emergency for some reason I can't get a cheap enough PS5 though, it'll have to wait. We'll just have to get some cheapies and some other things for PC. Well, maybe if there's a cheap enough upgrade for my PC, like a graphics card 1 or 2 generations up from mine, that's not the new one, we could just pay into that for a cheapie and save the rest, and just upgrade the PC. We'll see how it goes. I'm still playing on the PS5 thing because it looks like I will hopefully be able to get something for that price. Get one for that price, but I just wanted to let everyone know just in case ahead of time if that falls through. That way no one gets blindsided. And if that does end up becoming the case, we'll talk about where we go from there and how we're going to handle console and what we'll do. If that happens. That is not going to happen. I like to have backup plans. I like to have that for all you guys. And y'all don't just go, what the heck happened? Oh no! You know. And you get to know, keep up with the schedules. And you'll get to chime in for if things do change, what you might want me to bring to the channel PC-wise, if that happens. We'll discuss that if it does, though. Like I said. So. Tom Holland be dropping hints at Spider-Man 4, too. I saw that. There's also a ton of fan-made movies that are yelling at people. Make Venom, make Venom, make Venom, make Tom Holland Venom. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm like, so, 2 things that means. That either means something has been leaked and the fan-made movies are trying to hint at it even more, or people are just wanting it so badly they're making their own version and hoping that MCU is listening. Because everyone wants to see Tom Holland versus Venom. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, so do I. Or Tom Holland and Venom fight Carnage. Or Tom Holland and Venom fight something else. Tom Holland and Venom versus Noel. I don't care at this point. One of those. It's like, and it'd still be a Spider-Man movie because it'd be Peter in the driver's seat. Because you probably wouldn't have an Eddie in that version. It'd be mostly Peter unless they go the video game route and go Harry. Which is what my money's on. Since Eddie's his own universe, my money's on Harry. We're gonna see the video game version of Venom in the MCU just because he makes more sense to what their lore is playing towards. And with the Tom Holland Peter, having a past association with Harry and many other things. Oh, they could make it, what's his name, his best friend, and that would still make sense now. Even if they altered the reality and made it, I forget his name, his best friend from the movies. That would still work too. Or they could technically go even crazier with it and go the insane alternate reality and make it MJ. Because there is a comic book where MJ is Venom instead. So, there's many ways they could take that. I just want it to be it. Sony be silly if they don't get Venom yeah, I will agree, because the original Venom that we had from that 70s show, you get my joke there. I do feel like Venom needs a better, as a Sony Spider-Man version of Venom, I do think he needs a better take. And it's already been set up. The one from the Eddie Brock universe left behind a piece of him at the end of the last Venom. You get to see a piece of Venom be left behind before the portal sucks him back. Or not the end of Venom, at the end of Spider Multiverse. There's a secret ending to, spoiler by the way to everybody, there's a secret ending to the multiverse, the Spider-Verse thing that had Doctor Strange in it, that shows Venom, Eddie Brock's version, or the other Tom, is his version of Venom getting sucked back to his own reality, but before he does, he leaves behind a version of himself to try to find Peter Parker. Because that was the whole thing that in the original secret ending of Venom 2, is you actually get to see him get teleported over and you see him licking a TV screen because Venom notices Tom Holland Peter on the screen. So that's why he leaves a piece of him behind, to try to go after that version of Peter. Because Venom knows that Peter's more of a perfect host. So it'll be interesting to see this version. That's why I said, because they did it that way, they could go Harry Osborn, they could go MJ, they could go his best friend. They could make tons of different ways to do Venom now. So it's like, there's not really an excuse anymore to not bring him in some form or fashion. Didn't Sony do the latest Venom movies? Yeah, they do. They did, so they have the rights. That's also why Venom was a cameo in the MCU version of Tom Holland. That's why briefly we got to see him in secret endings. In the secret endings in some of the, or I say after credit endings, not secret endings. The after credits endings and a lot of the, oh shoot, I should have stopped there and rested. I wasn't paying attention. That's why we saw him in a lot of the after credit endings and a lot of the recent Spider-Man movies. They're definitely planning something. And I almost guarantee that we're definitely going to be seeing Venom in the MCU side of things, not just the Eddie Brock version, very, very soon. And it would make more sense because of the multiverse problem going on, because the Tom Holland or MCU version of Venom could either be for a Noel thing, or you could keep that for Eddie Brock's version. You could do Noel and Eddie Brock's version and have this version have, what is it called? And have, what do you call it? Peter's version fight Doc Ock Carnage. Because we did get to see some things about Doc Ock coming back very soon. That maybe we're going to see Doc Ock more. So, with that multiverse one as well, that he might have touched and made contact with one in Tom Holland's universe. So we could see Carnage Ock, which would be insane. And we could have multiple Venoms too. Yeah, there's also the option that Tom Holland teams up with the other Venom. The one from Eddie Brock's version. Don't know. This, like I said, at the moment, the sky's the limit. They do have a lot of choices they could go with. They could have both of them be Venom. Peter's version of Venom, Eddie's version of Venom, fighting Noel. By the way, if that ever became a thing, I'm going to have the most geekiest trip out you've ever seen in my entire life. If they ever decided to go Peter Venom, Eddie Brock Venom versus Noel, ha! My brain will literally melt. I will probably die. I will die. But there, like I said, there's hundreds of ways they could do this stuff. And I'd still be happy with all of them, to be fair. None of them would be bad, unless they just somehow managed to screw up the characters themselves somehow. But I doubt that. Not for the Spider-Man movies, anyways. Especially now that they're MCU, and Sony, and Disney. So those are like the poster children now. So the Spider-Man movies are probably going to get the most attention overall in general now. Not just Sony attention, but MCU attention and many others, and Disney. So they'll probably get the biggest budgets and the biggest opportunity to succeed, which is sad. But hey, for the other movies. But hey, if it'll produce me some sort of weird Venom multiverse crossover, I'll take it. I will take it. I mean, like they did with the Wolverine thing here, how they're explaining how this Wolverine is different, and that this isn't the same successful Wolverine that's part of the X-Men. So, it's a good way to do it. Smart, too, since they're kind of running the ringer now and kind of having some problems in other places. Still successful, but it does seem like they've kind of hit a roadblock where I think they almost opened it up too much, and I kind of said that might be a problem, where they've lost kind of sight of certain things. Like even Kang himself kind of feels a bit overshadowed now, accidentally. And it's good if you're going to introduce a certain villain who might be commanding him. There's a big might. But if you're not, then you kind of just messed up your main villain. But, that would be like taking the fire out of Thanos before Thanos came into being. So, we'll see though. I think because Kang has already been partially popped as a bubble because of Ant-Man, part of me does still think that he's not the main villain, that a certain doctor might be in charge of all this. Not Strange. A different doctor. A doctor of a different type of profession. Likes magic. And science. I thought so. There's what's it called there? And considering one of the Kangs in the Loki series, without once again spoiling too much, his first name is Victor, I have some assumptions. You named one of the Kangs Victor. And he's super badass at science like all the Kangs are. But unlike most of the other Kangs, he's also understands time better than any of the others and believes in magic. It's a bit on the nose. And since they're combining characters together in some ways, in some fashions, that would make the most sense, probably. Do you think a symbiote could bond with a xenomorph queen? Ooh. I don't want that to be a thing, but would it? Maybe. I'm trying to think if the Xeno is too much of a symbiote itself. Because what it might end up just being a symbiote on another symbiote, which means one would just consume the other. So eventually one, it would just be so instead of Venom being co-host to a xenomorph, he would become the xenomorph. Which is still freaking terrible and scary to think about. But symbiotes technically in their own right are the original what a xenomorph is. Because that's also another thing. Even though not a lot of people like Prometheus, if you actually read the books, the part that is accurate in Prometheus is that the xenomorph species did start as a pile of goo. They started as a biological agent that was created by the engineers. So, technically they were already symbiotes, originally. Just a more deadly kind. A kind that's not meant to host, but consume its host. So, which is why they are the way they are when they get physicality introduced to them by humans later. Because the Adam thing with the cyborg wasn't exactly accurate 100%. It's partially what happened, but not totally. Technically, I think in the book, what's her name, the scientist that was with him, actually goes mad and he helps her, if I remember correctly. And she actually wants to become one of them. Like I said, once you become obsessed with a Xeno and you lose your mind in the Wayland universe, they will literally turn into cult-like behavior. Most humans will. They'll start worshiping the bloody thing, and they'll start trying to become part of it. So I'm pretty sure in the book difference between the movie is that in the movie, to make it seem less evil, I guess, because they wanted a good person, like a good guy versus bad guy, trying to keep it simple, but not realizing there is no real good guys, hardly. The only good people in the alien universe are the Marines themselves to a certain extent, and even that is questionable. And and Ripley's bloodline. Ripley's bloodline is the only, in both versions of the universe, the only thing that you could call the good line, the people you want to trust as you go through that universe. That's probably your only guarantee in that universe is that bloodline. If you can meet a Ripley, that is your best chance. Otherwise, in none of them, there's not really good guys in that universe. It's got the same thing 40K's got going for it. No one really is good. So technically in the original book, proper book of Prometheus, whatever that doctor's name was that went with the robot at the very end to the engineer, towards the engineer's homeworld, went mad, and she's the one who used her own body to create the first xenomorph, birthing them into existence with Adam's help, or David, or whatever his name is. That's a good point. Maybe the Queen would absorb Venom. I think Venom would absorb the Queen. I'm pretty sure Venom is a stronger symbiote. He's more pure because he doesn't have a physical form. Because technically, realistically, a physical form actually makes you weaker. So you could argue that what Wayland did to the Xenos, or what the scientist of Wayland did to Xenos, actually made them weaker. Technically. Because they were shapeless, originally. Much like Venom's people, which are the Clintar. Now, but then humans came along and gave them a physical body through birth. And genetics. And genetic manipulation. So I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question. Who's actually mentally the stronger symbiote, and who would have to bow down and be absorbed into the hive mind. I'm not sure. If it was connected to Null still, then Venom automatically. Null would automatically absorb all the xenomorphs. But if it's just Venom individually, I don't know. I wonder if the hive's mind is too strong for him as an individual to resist the Queen. I don't know. Also, it depends on the queen too, probably. If it's a queen of queens, so the mother of all queens, the biggest of queens, the strongest, which also mentally basically has miniature psionic abilities, not like Tyrannid level 40k, but still miniature psychic abilities. That's what psionic means. I do think maybe she could control him, but I don't know. The Red Queen, definitely. I would see the Red Queen could beat him. She would definitely absorb him. There's different Xenos in the different universe that are technically exempts to that rule as well, but still. It is cool though. It's cool to think about. It'd be terrible no matter which outcome you get if you think about it. Whether Venom wins that and becomes a Xenomorph king himself and takes control of all the Xenomorph species, because that's what would happen. Or the Queens absorb Venom and now become shapeless once more. Meaning they'd now be able to host anything. Which is, let's not even think about the terrible versatility that gives them. Waylon already loves them. If they had that kind of abilities like Venom, Waylon would worship them harder than he does. His cult would be like probably run rampant through the galaxy. And there'd be more successful human trials of it too. Like what Ripley became years later, like in Alien Resurrection and in the books, that would happen sooner. Also, with a Venom-like more version of the Xenos. What happened with Ripley in Alien Resurrection would happen a lot sooner. It would alter history quite hard. We are almost there, chat. Once this job is completed, we're not going to do the parking part. I'm going to skip that because I'm already almost level 30 anyways. I can do that off camera. We're here for the money. To build our new truck. So we're going to skip the parking spot part when we get there. We just got to get there quick. I reckon Venom would win the physical battle and bond to the Queen, but she would win the mind game and take over the symbiote mind. So that's what I'm thinking. Because I think her psionic abilities would be better. So, plus she's also part human. Let's also never forget one thing that Venom already is controlled by, right? Venom is already controlled by Eddie Brock. He is a human. Now, Eddie may have his problems controlling Venom sometimes, but he's still human on symbiote. Do not forget that Xenomorphs are part human. So this also gives her an advantage there, too. So I do think, now thinking about that, I do think the Queen would always win out in the end. Just because of her human genetics would also give her an advantage on top of the Xenomorph genetics. Because if a human like Eddie Brock can tame Venom, then no offense, it would be almost like Null regaining control of him. But a female version. A female Null. Queen Null. Basically is what that would be to him. And if you gave him the Red Queen, that's Queen Carnage all over again, just as a Xenomorph. I don't know if I want that. This is a very steep hill. We are not going to get much speed on this hill. This is going to be a very, very slow pace like up the hill. We are gaining speed, but very slowly. Also, if you ever want to know how you'll have to let me know if you ever want to see this. If you ever want to know how I got a steering wheel to behave this gently in a driving sim with an analog stick, let me know and I'll show everyone how I did that. But you can only do this sadly on Steam. I can't do this on DSX or an Xbox app game. But if you have Steam, you can do this. I basically turned my access control into a steering wheel. It jerks on me every now and then, but those are big movements. But as you can see, even those movements, look how little the truck actually shifted when I did that. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be able to turn the wheel in 2% increments like you're seeing me do now. Like I'm actually able to go around a corner properly. It's not an easy thing to do because it has to do an analog curve. And what that means is how fast your analog stick goes to 100% as you turn it. If you have the curve on a low percentage, it will act more like a steering wheel and gently do percent by percent instead of just all of a sudden go like that. I did that one on purpose. I had to force that one. It makes doing corners like this without yanking into the bushes and running into a wall and damaging my truck a lot better. Which was a problem in this game when I first started this game. With a control. Watch for slow trucks. Because I am not one of them. This turn's probably supposed to be done at 45 miles an hour. I did it at, I need to get over, 58. 40 miles an hour is what I was supposed to do right there. Did it almost at 60. Now right here I have to slow down because the AI obeys that. It does not like to do these turns at higher speeds like I do. I'm a professional truck driver in digital worlds, not in real worlds, but in digital worlds. Now when there's another AI next to me, I will slow down, just because the AI is wily. They'll cause me to wreck before myself will. Just like real life. Dead zone. Well, dead zones is a different thing, actually. No. Dead zone is where the analog stick reads where the start position is. Meaning dead zones actually create, literally in the word, meaning empty spots inside the analog stick. But that actually is a separate thing. I can show y'all after this if you want to see it. But yeah, very few devices will let you do analog curve because it's the same thing as mouse and mouse curve. Because a mouse can do this too. But normally you're not allowed to change this on an analog stick or in a controller. They're set to whatever the game is set it to, whatever the natural percentage in game is. But no, dead zones is actually its own thing. Curve is something different. Curve is slow progression. Dead zones is creating empty voids in your analog stick so it doesn't jump to that percentage at all. Now, if you want it to be real crazy with your controls, you can set a dead zone at 95% and set your analog curve at like 20%, and you'd actually probably get a perfect steering wheel. Because then there will never be 100% like that, like this. You see that? What I just forced there? There will never be any of that. That is a dead zone you have to create to stop that fully. But if you want to... But this right here, what you're seeing, like the steering wheel, like that's the same thing, but me actually doing it at a different pace. It changes basically how forceful it'll allow you to be with the stick. It's good. It's a good way to do things like that. But yeah, if you add a dead zone on top of that, you can make it even crazier. Now, I did not do, which is why it still does this if I force it. But I don't want to put a dead zone, because the problem with that I found in this game, I tried it a long time ago. The issue with doing that in a driving sim like ATS, I'll have to be stopped to show you what I'm talking about, otherwise I'm going to run off the road. But you know how in real life you have to rotate your steering wheel all the way around to make a really sharp turn? So basically your steering wheel is going to be almost all the way flipped over completely in that direction. So you see how my steering wheel is turning? If I were to be stopped to show you what I mean, and I'll show that at the end of this trip, in real life, that is the only way to make a true sharp turn. If you create a dead zone, you actually cut your steering wheel's rotation off at whatever percentage that's meant to be. So fully upside down steering wheel is 100% rotated analog stick. Meaning I've pulled it completely all the way to the right, and I'm holding it there and not letting go. So it's rotated the steering wheel completely clockwise, would be that way, and upside down. I'll show it right here actually, since we have to stop for the way station while I'm sitting still, so I don't turn myself off the road by accident. This is why I love Steam, by the way. Steam lets you do things that no other launcher lets you do. And they will always be probably my favorite in that aspect. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me put my brake on for a second. So, you see how it's turning the wheel? This is 100%. See how I had to go all the way around almost 3 revolutions like a real steering wheel? So I'm going to do it slowly. So that's a slow turn. That's me letting it go. But yeah, this is a really slow turn. But you see how that eventually it will accelerate all the way to 100? Because it's running out of percentage to even follow. But if I dead zone it, it actually will probably only turn this far. Meaning you can never make a full turn with some of the trailers. It actually will hurt you to put a dead zone in this game. So curve is really what you want. And I never knew that, even as a tech-savvy person, for years. Because all they ever teach you about is the dead zones. Because that's all that most games will even let you mess with, is your dead zones. But that's not usually the problem most driving games have with analog stick issues. It's not the dead zones, it's the curve. The curve is set to max. Now for games like Need for Speed and all that, that's fine. Like, racing games can get away with this really easily. Just because you're going to be at 100%, 90% of the time. When you're trying to make really fast turns. At like frickin' 100-something miles an hour. So you don't need gradual curve in a racer. I am going to mess with something at some point when I get it on Steam instead. To see if I can find a way to make a racer behave like it would in real life. But still be effective using that same tactic. But for simulators, it's brilliant. So like construction sim type things, train sim type things, ATS here, Steam is the way to go. Because you will be able to curtail or customize and set up a controller without having to like just feel like you're doing this all the time when you're trying to make slight turns. Because that used to be, this is me barely touching the analog stick. This is what it used to be, barely touching the analog stick in this game. It's so terrible. It took me so long to get ATS right. That's why for the longest none of y'all saw it. Because when Steam reset its controls, when they updated Steam Big Picture and updated all the other stuff, it erased all my control schemes. everything I had set up was gone. So I had to redo every single game I owned. It was terrible. They do it every so often, and I have to go back and rebuild everything. It sucks. I have a way around it now, because I've learned I can export my game controls from Steam actually into my computer as a save file that I can re-upload later if they make any changes and just make any tweaks that might have changed. So good on them for doing that. You can now export an actual, I forget what it's called, an AV file. It's whatever control files are, or program files for controls are called. They use them in emulators as well. It's quite good. Whoop. Can help if you have a dodgy analog stick. That's true too, yeah. Dead zones are good for stick drift. Which I found out I don't have stick drift. I don't know why it's acting that way in Grounded. When we were playing Grounded and it's slowly shifting to the left, it's only that game. None of my other games are doing it, so I didn't mess with it. I don't know why Grounded is doing it. I think it's my mouse, actually. Because the mouse slightly does it in here, too. I'm holding it still right now because of the way I drive in this game. I actually think my mouse sensor's a little bit wonky and off, and that it's slightly drifting constantly. Just very slowly. But in a game like that, where it's very sensitive, it's picking it up more. Because I noticed while it's rotating, it's switching back to keyboard controls. So that means that my mouse is reacting. So that's a bug with my mouse, I think. Not much I can do about that. It gets pulled off sometimes by my cat off my desk, so he might have accidentally damaged one of my light sensors. But that's okay. It's not like it's affecting it that bad. It's very much within reason, so. Hey, we discovered Yamaka. Or Yakima. Yakima? I don't know where that is or what state this is right now we're in. I've never heard of this place. We are 4 hours out in game. We are almost there, and then we can finish our ultimate goal. We're going to do 2 trips in this stream. This trip to make the final money. We're going to build Optimus, Tam King's Optimus Prime. And then we're going to do another smaller trip to show off Optimus. And then after that, we're going to switch my current driver over to the new truck. And that wasn't my exit, it's up here. We're going to switch my current driver to the, which is more like Tam King, to Tam King's truck, and that'll be Tam King's driver from here on out. And I'll hire a new driver at the end of the stream to be Farseer's driver for the International LT that we currently already have working in the background. Because they updated the International LT in this game, in the last update. It's got a lot of new customizations to it now. Oh, I actually need to slow down because the AI is going to try to be weird right here. I don't want to take chances. It costs too much money to get hit the AI in this game. And because they updated that, we're going to be upgrading the LT, which is our Walmart truck, big rig, for Farseer's choice of big rig, to the better version of the International LT Walmart truck. It's going to be such an overpowered dry van truck Walmart truck by the time we're done with it. But today is Optimus Prime. Could try disconnecting the mouse while the game is on and see if it stops it. That's true. But the problem is I can't reach over there and do that. I can't reach down and grab it and unplug it where it is. It's not plugged into the front of my computer. It's plugged into the back of it. I'd have to get my mom to come in here every time I stream Grounded just to unplug it, and then get her to come back in here at the end of the stream to plug it back in. That would drive her mad. So I just have to make do. It's fine, like I said. It'll make do. As long as it don't get worse, and I don't think it will. At least not before I can replace it at some point. I have to be careful right there. The AI was drifting over. Slow down, let this truck get over. He's gonna cut me off no matter what. I know how the AI thinks. Alright, I'm gonna get over so I can be faster. Let me slow down real quick on gears. Gain speed a little bit quicker. There we go. Car will probably get, some of the cars will probably get in front of me while this is going on. But that is a good shout out. If I was able to reach the plug, I would probably. Hold on, I need to fix my position while also trying to drive. I may have to pause for just a second. Let me get a straight line here. Pause. Yeah, we still got 25 hours to get there in game, but we're way, way closer than that. Also, this truck, I made this Lone Star almost too good. This thing is arriving at most of my stops about 8 hours to 10 hours ahead of when it's supposed to be delivered. Which is good because it's gotten my driving rating up to 7.5, almost 8. I do love that most of the way stations, except for a couple, let you pass by when you have this big of a load. Game somewhat, at least in that aspect, understands, yeah, he's got a ridiculous haul behind him. Maybe we shouldn't force him to stop right now. 2 hours out, we're almost there. At speed limit. I can actually set the cruise control now. Let the AI maintain speed while I drive. I say that, it's losing speed. Did it not activate? That might not have activated. Sometimes it don't. Might as well take this corner then. must be on a downgrade. Yep. Because now my cruise control is doing its job. We were on a downgrade right there. Now we're on an upgrade because we slowed down. That's definitely a downgrade. Going straight into an upgrade after this, but... this game does a good job in mimicking certain places. We're in Portland. Yep, thought so. Running out of... Whoa! Didn't realize I hadn't stopped for fuel in a while. Hold on, game. Seattle discovered. I'm gonna get off here. I'm an idiot. We gotta get off here anyways, it looks like, but still, oh, that's not good. We need a gas station immediately. This is me being too fuel efficient now. I actually don't fill this truck up much because it's got really good fuel economy, plus you level that up anyways. Because that's somehow a thing. As the driver gets better, he somehow makes his truck more fuel efficient. You know, magically. Not by upgrading the truck, just by believing that it is so. Orc logic. Go. Gotta go faster than that, but I'm slowing down. Go. Actually, there's no exit here. I shouldn't get over anyways. Oh boy. This is a really good, hey, we got all the Seattle places. This is a really good, route through Seattle. Get to see the passageways that pass underneath the buildings. It's such an odd thing. Ooh, we need gasoline, and I'm not finding any. Oh, is there gas off this? Hold on, I gotta check the map. There is, but we're going to be passing by one. We're okay. Just stay with it. So hopefully we don't run out of gas. Stay with it. Just gotta hope I have just enough gas. I have to trust that I was right in my fuel economy assumptions because I've never pushed it this low, but I think she'll make it. She shall make it. Red car. There we go. I'm glad I got out of the way in time. I was about to run it over and just have no choice. hitting myself, but not the trailer. No. It's worth way less money off my docket than running into that cop car. This is the problem with this type of trailer. This is why you have to have a scout for these types of loads. Because I'm actually going to have to wait till these guys, yep, okay, go. And then I got to go way out here. And I got to go this. I got to go into the oncoming lane. Yeah, these trailers are no joke. Hey. You gonna stay green on me long? No, you're not. Everett discovered the Evergreen States. It's a sin they haven't released this game on console yet. It really is. I think it's silly that it's not as well. This game had easily run on the PS5. It could have ran on the PS4. Because this game is so old. But PS5 easily. I don't understand why it isn't either. Damn game. Hell, not even on Xbox. It's like, I get maybe why Sony might be being a stickler, but it's like, it's not even on Xbox. I need to put my blinker on for this turn. It's going to be a terrible turn. Here we go. Gear 4 when you go faster now. The gas station. I gotta figure out how to pull in here with this trailer. We might be able to make it to the destination. Ooh, I'm not gonna make it into that gas station with this trailer. We have to make it to the destination. It's literally right around the corner. We have to hope my truck is really good at fuel, like I'm hoping it is, along with my level ups. We're literally right around the corner from the stop. That is gonna be a problem. Where that car is. So we're gonna need to do this. Hopefully they'll get the turn first. Okay. Here comes a janky mess. Very gently. We basically want to almost take this dude's paint off. There we go. Kept it from taking down the pole. We're running into the pole. Nice. Okay. To our destination. Too bad you can't drive scout trucks in this game, because it'd be kind of cool to have a friend join in. I guess you could play a big rig as a scout, and James could block off traffic for me like you would need to with something like this. But or Cab King, if this actually was on console like it should be, I feel like Cab King can join in and do that. It'd be cool if they added at least a couple of scouts to do that with, though, like just a simple truck or something, pickup truck that you could use. I can't get that right now, I'll get that afterwards. That you could use, I'm gonna need to get over. That you could use to block off traffic and help your friend in that kind of scenario. Right, yeah, don't get on that. That gets on the highway. You want to go around. think all of them DLCs they could sell us. I know, right? Exactly. It's like $100-something of DLC altogether. It's like, that's more money. The one time where I feel like, it's funny with things like that. The one time the Mr. Krabs person, like, way of looking at things, you should do it. Then there's other things they shouldn't do it on, and they do it on that. The things that you won't make money on. Oh, I just realized there's a boat crossing. The bridge is not is not intact right now. That's cool. I've never been across one of the boat crossings in this game. Never been over to this side that much. Come on, gas, you can hold it. We're right there. We're right there at the end to make the money. Damn, how long does it take this bridge to come back into place? Oh, I see it moving. It's happening. Wow, this is gonna take a second. Oh, it's one of those. It's one of the turntable bridges, where instead of raising up and down, it rotates. Wow. Did you see the Kingdom? Oh, I did see that, yeah. Farseer told me about that. At some point during one of our simulator weeks, we are going to try to do Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 all over again. We're going to have to accept whatever happens in that game to make it more fun because of how hardcore that game is, but it seems like they made it a little bit easier in some aspects in 2 versus 1, but because there's also a European truck simulator, but I don't think it's on console either. I think it's even older than this one. I don't remember if it had an update or not. But it's been through several iterations, like Truck Sim 1, Truck Sim 2. Whereas ATS only has one version. Sometimes I do wish for an ATS 2, but at the same time I see the point why that'd be pointless. Instead of just adding more maps and more trucks like they have been. Alright, this is going to be a painful turn. I am definitely going to have to cut off the other side. Oh my god, look at this turn it expects us to do to get in here. It's a good thing it's an oscillated trailer. Articulated, I should say. Oscillated. I'm going to take a look at where it wants. I can probably do that. So let's try to get a little XP out of this. It's getting it in here is the more painful part. And I need to get it straight before I get over there. So we need to pull her this way immediately. Cheat and go over that ramp and drive off the edge. No, that would damage the trailer. If this was a more arcadey game, that would be the choice. Nice and gentle. Pull it this way now. Let it drift in. A little forward a little bit more. Because we're going to have to back it in a little bit. I need you to... shit. This is why I don't like articulated trailers. I might just skip this. Because this becomes the problem right here. With articulated trailers. They don't want to straighten out. Shit. Yeah, this might not be doable. See, that was the easiest one it could give me, too. I want to point that out. I'm trying to get her back in to do this. And then we want... Oops. Go this way. what we're trying to do is get her to straighten out enough that I can back her in. But she just keeps rotating that way. I don't play, like, I've never seen articulated trailers enough in real life to truly understand how these bloody things work. Like, how am I supposed to get her to truly back into this? So I think what I need to do is this. Kind of. But there's still not enough room. I think I know what I was supposed to do. Hold on. Let's go back around. There's no point wasting time trying to back up. That ain't gonna happen. I think what I did wrong there is I was supposed to yank it after I got the truck straight in there, then pull back out so it worms its way in. I'm gonna try something. This is me learning how these kind of trailers think, because I don't use them enough in order to know how they truly work. Yeah, because look how long that stayed straight as I did that. I think I know what I was supposed to. So we want to, and I do mean hug this edge. Because what I have to do once I get clear of the back end is I need to go over here hardcore this way first. Then we go out here, we gotta get her over here, then pull here. Right? Like this. That still might not get her in there. Hold on. Is that considered legal? No. That still didn't do it. I do think the game asks a little too much of you sometimes. In real life, that would be acceptable. In a actual parking scenario, that would be acceptable. But I don't think it truly understands what that is. Now I have to do this, right? Oh, it counts that. It counts that. See, that at least makes sense. Unpack that. Beautiful. Did it properly. Time for big hauling. Did it. Deliver first heavy cargo pack job. Nice. 114,000. Noise. Now we're up to 1,140,000. Nice. Alright, let's get out of here and go get some gas and then go get Optimus Prime. Time to get the next get our next truck up and running. Woo! Get it. Noise. Look at that big heavy beast we delivered. Noise. Alright, guy needs sleep and guy needs gas, and then we'll head and build Optimus. And then we'll do a small trip after that with Optimus to show him off. $1 million, you can retire now, right? I've been busy this week, making lots of deliveries, so we have enough money to cover both the trucks we want to do this week. And I'll still be making money in the background, with Optimus's help after today, as our background truck. So the sleeping spot's actually right there, but we'll have to come back to it. Because we're going to sleep and then fast travel to... We need a Peterbilt. But I'm going to look at the used trucks first to see if there's a custom Peterbilt that's better. Because that's where all the special trucks are in the used truck section. That's where all the DLC trucks end up, which is really hilarious. That all the DLC trucks that you actually pay real money for are in the used truck section in the game. So it makes them cheaper, and that's probably why, but I still find that funny. Alright, fuel it up. This is going to cost me a lot of fuel, but hey. That's what having extra money is for. I think the average is 1,000? Over 1,000? 1,200? Something like that? For a full tank? Yep, 1,220. For a full tank from empty. So now I get to see how much this thing actually takes to fill up. That is not bad. Okay, alright. So let's go get some sleep real quick. We gotta turn around. Too bad there's no way through in the back. You know, it's actually not. It's a left-hand turn. There should be. That's also how you know the AI can't make turns. That shouldn't be hard. That's an LT, by the way. That's what Farseer's truck's gonna be upgraded from to the better LT. Still gonna be our Walmart truck though. Oh, I'm gonna run a red light because I'm an idiot. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, I got out of it just in time. Alright. Let my guy get some rest. And now... driver Daniel E, which is Tam King's future driver, he makes me all kinds of random money. That's because I've got him on general jobs right now. He's doing anything he can get. Okay, so we're used trucks. Actually, let me save it first. So we save the money we have. First turn of the day. Okay. Used trucks. We want... Where are you? Peterbilt. That one. But which one's the better one? Why are there two? Oh wow. Different mileages. This one's more expensive. Is this in better condition? They're both in 5-star condition. You come loaded with a 500 horsepower, 6x4. Same thing there, it looks like it's the same. Is the gearbox different? No, it's the same. Let me look through, see which ones might be better. We know it's not a Mac. This is what the twin Macs are going to be made out of. For Sealy and James are going to come from this. The Mac Anthem. That's international. There's my original 9900. That's Western Star. I wish they had the frickin' Fleet Star in here. Volvo, Kenworth. There's the W900. This kind of looks like him too. Let me make sure I don't have them backwards. 1 second, chat. Let me double check I'm not getting them backwards, so I don't get the wrong one. What truck is Optimus Prime? Yeah, Peterbilt 379. The new one is like the new. Don't think that's in here. Yeah, it's the Peterbilt 389, but that means that this counts. That means it's a Peterbilt. Okay, just making sure. Alright, so let me see something then. Let me go to the Peterbilt store. Nope, that's trailer. We want Peterbilt. Ah, there's not one nearby. There's a few I haven't discovered, but we'll just go with this one. Let's visit selected dealer. Yes, that's fine. Because we've already rested, that's the point. So let's see what we've got. So we've got the 579. The 389. Isn't it the 379? Ooh. This one's slightly better. Yeah, that's a good price too. So that's the one that's used, isn't it? Yeah. So 500 gearbox, 1,600 pounds per feet. This one's 18. This one's better. We'll get this one. This one looks more like him too. This one looks more like the actual version of him. I was gonna get the used version, but I don't think the red one's actually better. I actually think this one's better. This one starts stronger. So we're gonna wanna purchase you. Wait, hold on, wait. Did we already drive it? Yes, I do want to drive it. Where do I wish to send you? I gotta go back to my garage. We've got one slot ready to go. Send it there. We will have to buy more slots in our garage. I'll have to go back to our garage and upgrade. Noise, there's our Peterbilt, the beginning of it. Now we gotta go take it to a shop, which I think I can do that here. I think there's a wrench icon here. We can take it to the shop and make her suited out like and primed out like she should be. I do love the showcase that they show when you do that. Beautiful. Okay. Oh wow, the interior already looks nice, to be fair. The engine's gonna sound so different. Trucks are so different sounding than each other. I do like how Peterbilts sound, to be fair, somewhat better than the International, but hey. Okay, truck configurer. Let's do this. Now that's a nice truck, it is. Peterbilts are always nice. It's probably why they ended up making him a Peterbilt. Which do I like better? No, let's keep that. He's probably got a lot of the good stuff already on. Oh, we do have a 6.4 300-gallon tank. Accessory short 8x6 gallon is not compatible with Ultra Cab Sleeper. To install it, Ultra Cab Sleeper needs to. Ah, that sucks. I don't think he can go that, but we can go 6x4 300 gal. Right? How do I think it just adds it to the order. So we're gonna go with that. I'll have to do a different version of him later because we would have to remove his cab down to this. He'd be the even older version of the Peterbilt that he started as, not including the Freightliner. I think we're gonna stay with that. He's only the 379 has 3 axles anyways, so yeah, we're gonna want the 6x4 long 300 gal. Because that is the highest 6x4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so engine, he's got the Pacer MX 510. Do we want to keep him at that or upgrade him to the 550 Caterpillar? Could give him a Cummins engine. This is one of the higher ones are down here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let Tam King decide. This is his truck. Tam King, now it's all on you, big guy. What do you want to put in here? What kind of engine do you want? Do you want to stick with the Packer 510? Upgrade to a Caterpillar 550? Upgrade to a Cummins 550? A lot of these are just, I think, at the end of the day, if you care about aesthetic, then this would be the more authentic sound for a Peterbilt. But if you don't want the full Peterbilt aesthetic, a Cummins is also kind of close. But that depends on if you want way more power than what you have now. You want King of the Hill, so you want big boy. You want the 625. You want the Caterpillar C15. Nice. So she's going to be one of my heavy lifters. Most of my trucks are going to end up being like that anyways. Why are you not? Transmission. There we go. So you're on an 18 speed. Ooh, do I want an 18 speed for a 600 and frickin' something horsepower? I don't know if that's really going to be good. We might be shifting forever. I may have to drop it down to a... The torque for this is times 2.4. We might want a 7-speed? A 10-speed one. Okay, this actually might work. A 10-speed might work. This is where it's going to become a little bit of experimentation. Because the speeds in this game can be kind of harder to do. But this has a retarder on it. So when I'm using my gear, or what's it called? This is an 18 with a retarder. This is a 6 with a retarder. 7 with a retarder. There is no 10 with a retarder, I assume. Well, there is one here. But that's differential. Hold on. Let me bring up my truck analysis. Yeah! Already able maxed out on heavy cargo. Wow. Huh. So what happens if I give it a 7-speed? Oh yeah, that killed it. So it's gonna have to be an 18-speed for the big boy load. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again then, Tam King. That's why it has to have a retarder. Hold on. Yeah, that would be the one we'd have to do. So... Because there isn't an is there a 13? There's my original 13. Where'd that go? That's better on any uneven terrain. That's not as good. Yeah, without a retarder, it doesn't do as good. That's why this one is so overpowered, because it's maxing out the torque. Welcome back, Vazir. I mean, it'll still be drivable. Just tell me what you want to. I'll choose, but tell me what you want to go for. Do you want slow, reliable, heavy cargo hauler, like can basically haul the moon? Or do you want faster, like a more agile, medium heavy cargo? Meaning I can still make him do heavy cargo, but I can make him faster. Like he'll be a lot faster on the road, but he won't carry as heavy loads. That's kind of what my Lone Star does. It's a little bit, that's why it's got this one. These are actually mainly my stats right here. Except you're a little bit better at uneven terrain because you're a freaking Peterbilt. Peterbilts are so good at this. So yeah, just give me like a style you're looking for, and I'll build the style for each section as we go. Like, do you want to be able to haul the space shuttle, or do you want to be quick and agile and able to keep up with hauling against the Decepticons? Pure heavy? Okay, then we're going to want this then, because that makes you bigger than me. Because you're going to want pure heavy, then we're going to have to go to 18 speed retarder. Because that maxes out uneven terrain, hill traversal, heavy cargo. Normal cargo it's going to be weird with, because it's going to be slow. So it's not made for small cargo. We're definitely going to want to pull the big boys with this only. We might do a medium cargo in the beginning just so that way we can make a smaller trip. Since we already did a big one, but... Alright, here comes the part that is all you, Tam King, because you never get to see the insides of Optimus Prime anyways. So I'm going to let you decide this. Do you want, first the color. Do you want Ultra Ride? Like, do you want the Ultra Ride black and white kind of chrome look? Or do you want the old school wooden look? There'll be other things that'll customize in here as well. My style is always Walmart. Yeah, we're going to make your International LT next episode. We already own it. That's the one that's running jobs in the background right now making money. But I'm going to buy a trailer that will force it to be a Walmart truck. But we're going to make it a very overpowered Walmart truck. It's going to be built for speed and not heavy cargo. Yours is going to be purely the opposite of what Tam King's is right now. Tam King's is going to be hauling space shuttles, but slowly, for a lot of money. You're going to be doing consistent, constant jobs, is what yours is going to be doing really fast. For the sake of quickness, you pick just to make it, just make it red and blue. Alright, we'll do that then. So we'll go that now for the important part of the truck. I gotta find it. Is it this one? It is this one, but I gotta make the colors right. It's gotta be... I gotta remember... I gotta find out. So this has gotta be dark blue, right? Like that. I gotta find out which one's the flames. That's the outer flames. I'll mess with that in a minute. Hold on. So that's the edge of the flames right there, right? Yeah, so that's gotta be orangish. Like a bright kind of flamey orange. Maybe a more yellow than that. Like that. And then the flames themselves were red, right? Which red though? This red? Yes. I just gotta get the right one. Oh, it's making the gas tank red, which is weird. We want that. Right there. So this needs to be... We'll make this one pure yellow, I think, to make the flames look better. Hold on, my mouse is messing with me. And that's a little too... Hold on, let's darken that. There we go. The flames actually look more realistic because of that, except for the red part. Okay, good, good, good. That's all it's gonna let me do there, I think. What do you think so far, Tam King? How do you think on that? Do you think the flames look good enough, or do you think I should tweak them a little bit more and dot out the more realistic part? So there's that. I'll work on the accessories while we're at it, because I gotta. That's gonna be hard to remember, because I don't remember what it has on him. Yeah, it has one of these. We'll go with that one. It looks cooler. Here is which version of these? Actually, I think it's this one. Yeah, because that's... No, that's too older. It's this one. Surprisingly remembering all of these. He has one on both sides of those. Nope, don't want that. That one. Oh wait. No, he didn't have that many lights on the bottom. Most of his lights were up here. Okay. Cab needs to be red though. Oh wait, the cab's red. Do I have it backwards? Hold on, do I have it backwards? Is the flames blue and the cab's red? So... Hold on. I need to add this color to a palette. How do I save it? Save color as preset. And then over here, save color as preset. So... Make that. No, that don't look right. It's definitely blue-red, primary blue. Maybe the cab just won't be able to be that. We might not be able to separate those two. May have to deal with just that being red. I think I know what you mean, because this is part red. This is too much blue right here. But I don't think I have anything to customize that with. Unless there's an accessory I can put on this to change it. There's no other flames, right? No. It's just that one. Might have to let that one. He didn't have flames, but they look cool. No, he does have flames. The one that's a Peterbilt has flames, Damn King. He's always had flames. Like, he's always had red and orangish flames. I don't know if they're pure red, though. They might be more orangish. Whole cab was red with a white stripe on the side and back where the trailer... No? Wait, what? Are you sure you're thinking about Optimus? We're doing this based on Optimus Prime, right? Or are we doing this based on original Prime, right? Prime that's not Optimus. Because that would be white and red. Although, but I think you're talking about Septic's Prime. You're not talking about Optimus Prime, though. Optimus has always been blue and red. Like, since forever. Even in the 80s. Even Flat-Nose Optimus was blue and red. You might be thinking of Septimus Prime? The white and red Prime that's his father? You might be thinking about his dad. Or his original name. I think it was Septimus or something like that. That's Flat-Nose Optimus. Yeah, but even Flat-Nose Optimus still was red and blue somewhat. far as I remember, actually, hold on. Let me look this up now. Now I'm confused. '80s cartoon Optimus Prime. No, he's still red and black. Or red and blue. He's got white in him. But I think that might be a cartoon error, because that was back in the cartoon days where silver wasn't bright enough of a color. They didn't know how to do silver tones properly, like chrome. Because technically the white parts would be this. Because according to the original picture of him in truck form, yeah, he's definitely always been... Unless there's an even older version I don't remember. There is a white stripe in him. I see what you're talking about. Interesting. So the colors are reversed here, though. I will say one thing that's true. The red and blue are backwards. Red is here, blue is here. In the flat nose version. But since we don't have a Freightliner to do that on, we're never going to get that color scheme on this. We'll never be able to get a stripe in it, because to get a stripe, we'd have to take the flames away and do the original, which that would be... Hold on, let me save all these colors so I don't forget them. I want to see if I can get the original color real quick. Hold on, let me save all these as colors. Just so I have them. I'll get rid of the pink. I'll get the pink back later. That's for James's truck. I want to save all these colors, so I have each of these colors in the palette. Because what I want to try to do... What would be the closest to that? This? Maybe. So now it would be red primary. I just want to see what it looks like. Red primary. This would need to be white, which I can just go up here and do. This would need to be blue. That's kind of close to the original scheme. Like before the flames and before the nose. And this could be the goldish color. There's not really any gold in him actually in the original. It's all white, blue, and red. Or blue, red, blue, white. Cannot speak right today. That's kind of what he looks like in Peterbilt version with his original colors. Dude, is there a better stripe? That doesn't go far enough back. That's curvy. Serenity's probably the best one. Vintage is too many colors. Infinity. Aurora. Oh wait, what about you? Oh no, you're... Whoa, that's cool, but no. That's very low-key. No, yeah. I can customize this? That's strange. Yeah. Sadly, our only option is either go Serenity or original color. So I'm going to let Temp King decide that. Let me bring chat back up so I can read chat. I'm going to let Temp, since this is his version, I'm letting him decide that one. Do you want the 80s color version, even though we can't have a flat nose? Or do you want modernized Optimus with flames? I'm going to temporarily put this color back to where it was so we can have a good comparison, so you can see if you like it or not better. Because that looks good on the truck too. I'm up in the air whether to make this actually gold or just make this more white. What does it look like more white? That makes it pure. That makes this a pure white stripe, like he has. It's the most solid white stripe I'm gonna get. It's the 80s is the only prime. Alright, so we'll go with this one then. That actually kind of... What's funny is that looks more natural on the truck than the flame one does. This looks more realistic. And technically, if you were to be a Transformer in real life, wouldn't you want something like this? This would draw less attention. It looked fun and looked very American flag colors, but no one would look at this and suspect a robot. You look at that other one I had, that looks like someone trying to hide something. All these orange and red flames, blue body, fancy lights. So I might make him minimalistic then. We might not want then to change this too much. Because we want him to be pretty bare bones if that's the case. Because he wouldn't be having all those dolled up accessories. Because the flat nose doesn't have that. Flat nose does have cab lights though. Why is this not on there? There we go. So I'll base it on what the flat nose actually had. He did have horns. Oh wow, I get to decide. I don't remember the exact horns. Let's give him big roars. We'll give him small ones too. Oh no, I don't like that. That's too the same size. Is there tiny ones? They also need to be chrome. This will make him look like a hybrid version of both. Kind of, but not too fancy. Okay. Let's see. Can you make whole cab red and add blue on the tanks at side? No. Sadly, no. The colors are only allowed to be changed here. You can only go with whatever. This part kind of reminds me of the problem. SnowRunner had this too, but kind of Need for Speed has a little bit. And there's no liveries in this game. Like custom liveries where I could put a livery over this and change its color that way by stretching it out. Sadly, no. I wish I could do that. I wish you could pick and choose portions of the color and paint them. But no, you're not allowed to do that. That's the only downside. To keep the stripe intact, we're not gonna mess with that. We want chrome handles. Unless the tank lets me change it. Hold on. This might change it. Let's see if we can change it here and it'll change the color. It does, but I have to do chrome to get it to stop being red. Which that balances out the red. But I'll never be able to make this part red. Only. Like make this right here red, make this blue. I wish you could separate these two. The only thing I could think of maybe... No, it won't let me because I'd have to take that off. I'd have to remove the cab. We could... I'll have to repaint it, so give me a second. Hold on. We could make the cab smaller. Oh, but I can't do a 300 gallon if I do that. So let's try that. I'll have to do the accessories and stuff again, but let's try a smaller cab and see if that looks a little bit better. Where is it? It was Serenity. Is there something that splits the cab's color less? That does. Hold on. Maybe you. Let me see if I can get a stripe that also splits the cab's color less. But also has not too many stripes. If I made all of these white, oh no, but that's still half and half. We don't want that. Divided? No, that's not. Although, wait, maybe. Could it be as simple as that? I can't add stripes now. I wish you could add liveries onto the base color one. Let's try divided. Hold on. I have an idea. So it would be red primary. Let me change this to white to see where that's such a big stripe though. Because we could do this. make them both the same red. That fixes that, but I don't know if I have any place for the blue. Oh, okay. That would be on the legs, and that's where the blue is. It's on the back part of the truck. Maybe. That's kinda better, but there's very little blue in that. Chrome works, they are chrome on the original, yeah. We're gonna keep the chrome, we're not gonna change that. So what do you like better, Tam King? Do you like the original way better and I just try to match colors a little bit differently using this scheme? Or do you think I should go with this? There's less blue on this one. Unless I make this blue, but I don't think that's gonna look good. I mean, that's not the whole cab. It's only this. That's kinda okay, I guess, but... technically, it's still supposed to be majority red up here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sacrifice the stripe and go full red cab with blue wheeled protectors. So sacrifice the stripe. Oh, okay. Stripe. Full red. So that'd be full red with blue fenders. I do wish we could add our own stripes. Because there's not a way to do that, right? No. None of this accessory would let me do that, but I don't think it will. No, it won't. That's kind of silly. Make red a little brighter, too. Make the red brighter. That is true, it was brighter back then. So let's go with... well, let's go with the main body so we can see it changing in comparison. So that's pretty bright. Let's try that. Let's save it. Let's apply it to the other spots of the truck. Is that bright? How about that? Also blue, I think, needs to be a little brighter as well, since it's the older Prime. Like more cartoony blue, like that kind of blue. How does that look? Let's see how we like. Let's look at the white stripe and see what that would look like. And it's still a little too big. What if? Wait a minute. Hold on. What if? I do that, and I make this white. Gives them a snow top. I don't know if it's... I don't know if that works either. I think we'll just stick with the red for now. Alright. So you said perfect. So you like this so far. So we'll go with that for now. If you see anything you want changed, let me know while I go through the accessories. These parts didn't change, thankfully. Let's make this chrome to add a little bit more white to it. Yeah. We're gonna want to make that chrome, but with lights. Oh, that makes it. Ooh! That's a little bit of blue in there too. Okay, I like that. I like that. That's nice. That helps balance it out. Let me make sure we got the right one here. So we went with that one. That would make it more blue. We don't want that. We don't want to take away from the blue either. Ooh! Ooh, hello. There we go. Now we're starting to get it. Now we're starting to get a little bit of a more original look to it. Still can't get that white in there too easily up here, but... Okay, what about you? Paint. Wait. Oh, that makes it red, not white though, because the cab's red. Chrome, or Chrome 2, what's brighter? Chrome 2. Oh, right, he only had one smokestack, didn't he? I might have to look it up again. Oh, we don't have that. We do need plain though. He didn't have curved smokestacks back then. He had these. Okay. Well, that's just, no, we don't care about that. Same thing. Sun visor, I gotta find the one that looks like the original flat nose sun visor. We'll go with chrome. It blends in better. Put the lights back on there. Which we could customize if we want. Put the horns back on there. He doesn't have that. He didn't have any of that. That's standard, we'll just leave it. Tires. We're gonna want like heavy duty tires, but I want to look like their tires he would have. I'm gonna go Dynamax. Dynamax on all the tires. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are white. Yeah, black doesn't look right. Same thing. Okay. Rims. We could give them blue, more blue down here, but we need white though. What is the brightest? Dynamic? Ooh, dynamic looks cool. Dynamic chrome. Dynamic wide. No, dynamic chrome. That looks better. Okay. 2 pointed straight up. Yep, that's what I did. Nice. I figured that's what it was. Thank you for letting me know, though. I think that's everything we can do on the outside. I think he's as good as he's going to be on the outside. Interior, we never get to see that, so that's just going to be as we're just going to make it look as good as we can. Oh, I didn't. Hold on. Back to that. Because the old Freightliners did have this. Is there anything that says like roll out or looks like an Optimus? Oh, there's a bee! This is in honor of his friend. That's all I can. Since there isn't anything of an ape in here or anything like that. And there's no rollout symbol in here or something that says roll out. Just like kind of on the nose. It's a bumblebee for his like friend. What the heck am I doing? Oh, that's a filter. Console items. Chihuahua. Is there anything? He's probably going to be pretty minimalistic inside. Just because he wouldn't have all this unless he's just trying to mimic, trick people, and show people, hey, I'm a real truck. Floor items. I actually might be able to give him the same floor items I have. Because I'm going to probably change mine. I'm going to do a power inverter because that kind of makes sense. Steering wheel. Yeah, that's not classic enough. It would be a wood steering, an older wood steering wheel, like a very old classic steering wheel. Kind of like something like this. Dark kind of looks cool. Ooh, voltage. Blaze, that's too fancy. Voltage looks okay. That kind of works. Phoenix kind of works too. There's gotta be a mod out there that adds some Transformer decals. There probably is. I'm gonna be getting into the mods of this game soon, to be fair. Once we get done with all the base stuff that we're building. I do agree though, there probably is one. That's kind of small. Ooh, retro, there we go. Retro bone. Oh, okay. That adds the white to the inside. That'd be retro silver, retro bone. Traveler carbon, traveler pearl, Peterbilt, retro blackout. Ooh, retro brown leather. That's hella classic. Ace with black lines, royal. The Excalibur and the Colts and the Flights. Racer mahogany, wildwood mahogany. So what do you think, Jam Gang? I'm leaning towards this. Just because how crazy that is. And that adds a little bit more of the white to the truck as a whole. Yeah, I think the steering wheel is black. This would probably be more accurate. Retro steering wheel black. We could go this. This adds white. This looks more authentic to the actual trucks. There is one scene in the... Oh, where you see the inside of the cab from the steering wheel view as he runs over a couple Decepticons. Oh, so it's all black, huh? Okay, then we'll go with that. We'll go with retro black. Well, that's front mirrors. Hold on, that's not what I want. I guess it's only certain trucks get that. Nah, nothing good there to put there. Oh wait, hold on. What about the back? He doesn't really have... We don't know what else he would have in here, to be fair. We could do a flame pillow. We're gonna do that just to reference the other Optimus Prime. I'm gonna see if there's anything else in here that says like something that fits his type of thing here. Not really. Truck, yeah. It's just more of that and blankets. ETS truck bag. No. Oh, whoa. What? Oh, some stickers! Yay! We can't see these. They're in the back. Truck sticker. There ain't much in here. Steering wheel sticker. And an eagle sticker. We're not gonna go too hard on that. There ain't too many. Too bad there's no way to do that up here. That's sad. There's no accessory that does that, is there? No. I think some of the trucks have better dashboards you can do more with anyways. But I think we're good there. I think otherwise we're good. That should be everything. So this is our final setup here. This is what we got. After this, I'm now gonna have to watch it again. Agreed. Oh, if I could, I'd probably watch it. I haven't seen that specific version of the show in forever. Okay, so is that... How does it look, Tam King? Is that what you want? Is this your final version? I don't know how I'm getting a refund off of that. I'm only paying 89,000. Wow. Definitely needs a guard. Oh, okay. We can do that. Needs a guitar. Give me a second. Boom. There we go. Can we see it? Yeah, we can see it. Nice. I got the Blu-ray version. It's awesome. Oh, do you? Nice. That's cool. I didn't know they remade a Blu-ray version of it. Definitely needs a guitar to represent the Stan Bush soundtrack from the 80s movie. That's true. Yeah, that makes sense. That looks good. So what do you think? Is that what you want, Tam King? Is this going to be your truck for the Logistic Guardians? Is this what we're going to be doing? That means I need to start training your driver in heavy cargo only. So he can do heavy cargo with this thing. He'll probably make me more money. It'll just take longer for him to make his trips. Looking awesome, Art. Now to take out some Decepticons. Exactly. Alright, let's buy this then. Confirm these order changes. Nice. Looks good. Looks good. Look at this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful beast. Let's go into third person for a little bit, though. It's kind of the point of this truck more than the inside. Let's also get a job we can do. Something quick. Freight market. Yeah, wow. Is that nearby? That's not a quick journey, though. Let's do something that's in-house, nearby. Something easy for now. Something it would easily blow through like it's nothing. Big tires? How far are those going? Didn't mean to do that. That's not too far. So where's the other one going? The one that's over here. Yeah, that's a lot. We have to drive there and we have to go there, so we can't do that tonight. We will show off some more heavy loads with all of our vehicles as time goes forward. I feel like Optimus now, along with Darkseid later, are going to be my two biggest haulers. Like, they're going to be my guys who just do everything. Like, they go in there and they take the stuff that you normally can't carry. So, let's do these. Set GPS. Just one left thing to do. Roll out. Exactly. Oh, listen to that engine. Oh, man. This thing is extremely beautiful. I'm gonna get out on the highway. Wow. It's actually got a really good turning circle for the fact that he's so long. Alright, let's gear up to like 10th gear. I've got to learn what gears are what for this truck. So 10 is 30 miles an hour. Gear 10 is 30 miles an hour. Actually got pretty good acceleration for the fact we have 18 gears. I don't think we'll ever be able to do 80 miles an hour in this thing, though. Like, she's always going to be a slow but steady truck instead of, like, super speed. Oh, I didn't change the wheels properly. 2 of the wheels got changed back and not what's it called, but I'll fix that later. Whoa! Wow, that was a pickup in speed at gear 16. So gear 16 and 17 and 18 are where all the speed is. Never mind. Never absolutely mind. I need to shut. Oh, it's a green light. Going on through. It's harder to judge my turns in third person. I've gotten so used to driving in first person in this game, like real life. Driving in third person is actually kind of hard. Yeah, I'm turning way too sharply and not enough at times. Like, that was not enough. Anyways, we're here for our load. He is a beast. Not that he shouldn't be, he's freaking Optimus Prime. Take job. And look how quickly he gets going in 15th gear. That's the max, almost max gear for him. Oh, we gotta go on the other side. Ooh. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna drive to the garage. This is what cheating looks like. Oh wow, I just realized though how many gears we have to shift back to reverse when we're that high up. Alright. Oh, I have parking brake on, so. I don't want to speed too much going around these corners. Yeah, we're very, very much overpowered for this. I just need to shift up a lot. Noise. Hey, sir, I stopped. Barely, but I stopped. I hate when the AI does that. Now I have to freaking finagle the hell out of this. Thanks, AI. You ran into Optimus Prime. You're lucky you're alive. Also easier to tell stuff like that in first person. Because I'm trying to admire the truck. I'm not really worried about money right now. We barely spent any of the money I earned. I actually expected it to be a lot more expensive, to be fair. So $1 million was overkill. We could do Farseer's truck tonight if we wanted to, but we're not gonna for this episode. But it means I don't have to grind as much this week now. We should have enough to do Farseer's truck next episode later this week. No, you're not running into me. I'm going. You yield. Yeah, Tam King's acceleration is slower, but he's able to shift to almost max gear, or his truck is able to shift to max gear and just slowly build up the speed. Where mine has to kind of start at a lower gear and build up. Oh! I missed, I didn't hear, well, I missed that comment, Farseer. What'd you say? I missed that. Just needs to already read that part for Tam Kings. What'd you say, Farseer? Plus, if for some reason, if this ever does come to console, or if someone else wants to buy this and join up with me at some point down the road, y'all can drive my trucks. So if Tam King ever gets lucky and this gets on PlayStation like it should be, like it should have always been, I feel like, then he can drive this truck if he wants in the beginning. Because much like SnowRunner, people who join can drive your trucks. It's a little bit more squirrely and harder to judge where my analog stick needs to be in third person. Let me check let me read this. I have to pause it to read that. I don't typo. Just a very plain international with a monster engine. Like it's going to stand out for being the most generic. Next to all the unique trucks I not have. Yeah, yours will be somewhat unique in its own way, but still more generic than the others. Like it'll look more generic, but because the International actually did just get a bunch of updates for the LT, the standard LT, it actually does have quite a lot you can do to it now. It is the most deceptive Walmart truck now, for sure. Because what I'm going to do with yours is I'm going to give you a very powerful engine and a smaller gearbox, so you go real fast. Like I said, your truck's going to deliver Walmart trailers like within a day. Like it was probably slated for like 2 days from now. You'll get it there in like less than 24 hours. Because yours won't be good at heavy objects, but it will definitely carry the stuff it can carry at very fast speeds and accelerate very quickly. Because that's the difference we're seeing here. Is, like I said, it takes a long time to get up to speed, but Tam King doesn't have to shift down. He can just kind of stay like this and just build up the speed with the object he's carrying. Which is beautiful, because that means I can use the money we still have to hire Farseer's driver at the end of this episode to prep for next episode. Because I'm going to be switching drivers. Tam King's driver that represents him right now, that's temporarily driving our Walmart truck, is getting switched to this truck. He's going to drive this truck, and I'm going to hire another driver that matches more for Farseer, and have that person drive that truck. Yeah, it's a lot harder to pay attention to the roads in third person. You can't tell if you're straight or not. Now it's just a rolling cruise now. That's also why I have my Lone Star in the garage, because I'm going to have to take it back out to drive it myself in a little bit. And I'm going to have to upgrade my garage soon, because we're going to need 2 more slots. 3 more technically eventually, but 2 more slots guaranteed, because we're going to need James and Seeley's. I may actually put them in a different part of the country and let them be the twins that earn me money in a different part of the U.S. Because we're more towards central U.S. is where our home base is currently. Like, our current home base is more towards central U.S. But I don't have anyone really watching the West over near California. So I'm wondering if I should buy me another garage soon, finally. Ooh. Blinker. Come on, Dad. Oh, almost hit him. Almost hit him. Almost hit him. Did we do that? Shift back down. build up speed a little bit faster. Shifting up. We're almost at speed limit. I actually don't know if I want to do fully 80 unless it gets up to that at gear 16. I think we're safer staying at 76 miles an hour right now. Which I need to switch to the right lane. Yeah, I knew it. Whoa! This is why I don't like third person. Oh, good thing he's tough and very powerful, because I would not have corrected that in the Lone Star. The Lone Star would have flipped. This is why I don't like third person. It's too hard to tell how quickly I'm coming up on my corner. Turns out this is the one game third person is not as easy as it turns out. Whoa, because that happens. I'm just gonna run that over, because it's only 3% damage. Holy crap. Might have to switch back to first person for this journey just to keep it the same. Can't bypass the way station. Alright. Prime's been drinking, right? Too much Metatron juice. That was hilarious. I saved it though. The truck took a little bit of damage itself, but as long as the trailer doesn't get damaged, it doesn't hurt the rating. That was also my bad for not being in the right lane to begin with. Since this truck is slower than my truck, we have to stay over here. Alright, Now we're a little bit over the speed limit finally. We want to be in the outermost right lane now. Until the exit comes up, like coming out. These are new wheeled parts for the what is the I forget what is the giant what is the giant Autobot called? The one that's the really big one. These are parts for him. He should lay off the biofuel. Good idea. That's a good one. I like that better. That's way funnier. That makes more sense. He should lay off the biofuel. Too much biofuel. Keep it rolling. I'm starting to get a little bit the hang of it. Driving in third person. My brother, a truck driver is a truck driver here in the UK. Got in my van one day and crashed into a porch all because he insisted on touching my disability hand controls. Luckily, not hard enough to damage it. That's actually quite hilarious. That sounds like something that would probably happen to my van if he could drive right now. To be fair, but that's cool though. My mother used to drive trucks a long time ago, before I was born. So it's technically in my blood, even though, because I'm disabled, technically can't drive trucks. Not unless I have one custom built, which that would not be cheap. Especially in the fact you also have to have a license to own a big rig in the first place. Or at least here. I don't know about it overseas, but if you want to have one yourself, you have to have the permit to keep it on your property, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. Or have a yard big enough to support it. I can't remember the laws behind it when you own your own here. But it'd be cool. It'd be a cool dream for me to try to figure out one day with my robotics and stuff I want to do. See if I can figure out how to create a travel. I wouldn't do much transporting with it because I wouldn't be technically legally sanctioned to do stuff like that. But I can make it into a weird like RV hybrid big rig that I could live in if I wanted to go on like a trip or something. Oh, I thought my headlights were on. I forgot I'm not in the same truck. I turn my lights on. Sometimes I forget we're not in the Lone Star. Also, welcome, Chronic Gaming. I forgot to say welcome. Welcome, Chronic. Welcome. Welcome to American Truck Simulator. As we use Optimus Prime to increase the Logistic Guardians company's power and ability to make money. This car is slowing me down so much because he's dragging, and then I can't accelerate easily with this car like this. Might have to get over the left lane temporarily, but I'm not going to do it around corners. He's speeding up. I'll let it go for now. He'll probably slow right back down. Also, probably the most accurate representation of real-life American drivers I've ever seen in a video game. Speed up, slow down, cut you off. Doesn't know what it's doing half the time. Like, real-life American normal car drivers are like that a lot. Big rigs get cut off all the time. It's terrible. They do it to buses. What am I saying? I've seen them do it to city buses. It's kind of why I'm letting the cruise control change my speed. That's why I like to go with the one that does that in here, so that way when I'm just cruising along like this, since the AI is unpredictable, it'll let me know basically they're slowing down because my cruise control will force me to slow down, giving me time to stop. Too bad there's not. I don't think that's a thing in real life either. I wish that was a thing. That would be so helpful for trucks. I don't think. Do they actually have that in real life? Is that something that the truck can actually do? Doubt it. I mean, nowadays it could if we use, like, with the fact of artificial intelligence and computers a little bit better now, you probably could put something like that in one of these to make it easier on the truck driver dealing with dumb drivers in front of them. Or her. We are 5 out. Yeah, you see how my cruise control just hit the brakes right there? It's because it sensed the ones in front of it are stopping. I need to stop myself now. I see why. I'm gonna have to get over. Back in the right lane. Ooh. More traffic? Now what's happening? A Decepticon roadblock. Quick, floor it. That's basically what that felt like. It was barricade. He was literally barricading us. Barricade was trying to do his duty. Megatron sent him after us. Also, has anyone seen that new cartoon coming out? They're doing an origin story for Optimus now. They're doing an origin story like before Megatron was Megatron, before Optimus was Optimus. You actually get to see why Megatron is as dubious as he is. They're trying to get, and I do feel like they're trying to give Megatron one of those like true villain stories. Like they're not trying to just let him be the mustache twirling villain anymore. Like they want Megatron to have more depth to him. So it feels like they're trying to do like they do with most villains nowadays. And now you're gonna feel bad that he's Megatron in the first place. Because essentially from what I've already seen in the trailer, spoilers if you haven't seen the trailer, real quick. If you don't want to hear it, just let everyone know that I'm about to say a miniature spoiler for the trailer. From what the trailer exclaims, from what I've seen, essentially Megatron, even though he's a Prime, he's from a line of bots of the Prime generation that's literally worker bots. His name, he doesn't even have a name. His original name was DT-17. He did not have a name, at least according to the story. So what it feels like they're trying to do, basically, is basically almost make Megatron feel like an orphan, kinda, I guess you could say. And that he was almost abandoned, and that's what drove him over the edge to become Megatron and form the Decepticons and start the Metatron Civil War, which was essentially, I guess in this case now, is probably an argument of freeing the Decepticons. So it's like, are we trying to turn the Autobots into bad guys? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like it's a double-edged sword. It looks cool. I do like the concept of it, but I don't know if it'll be done right. It's going to be a very teeter-tottery kind of thing to play with and not screw up completely. Because everyone already has preconceptions of both Optimus Prime and Megatron, so I don't know. Now Megatron is just misunderstood and needs a hug, LOL. Basically, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like they're going for, is Megatron's just misunderstood. But it does essentially feel like that. This is a longer journey just because the traffic is terrible. gonna set my, what's it called, let it drive. Because they're going too slow for me to maintain full speed, so I might as well set it at a higher speed and let the AI try to finagle with it while I steer. I think Bumblebee's backstory has gotten so convoluted. It has. It very much has. We can't settle on one story, it seems like, for Bumblebee either. It does seem like it's having a problem with that. It does feel like they've done too much with Bumblebee. I mean, that could happen with the new characters, too. Ah, we're gonna have to take a detour. Ah, shit. That just added on probably an extra hour to the journey. Not in real life, in-game. Get off here. Oh, it's just a yield sign, it's not a stop sign. Interesting. Too much speed. Still going to go down. Oops. A little too hard on the brakes. Let it drift. damn it. I was trying to turn more. Third person is... Oh, I'm in the wrong turning lane. Well, third person's terrible. I don't like third person in this game. It's good to show off the truck, but it's terrible for driving. It's too distracting, too. So I'm going to have to let them go. Dang it. Bumblebee will always be a Volkswagen Beetle to me. That's true. Not a lot of people remember that. He went a Camaro. He's been all kinds of things now. Gotta wait for everyone to pass, cause that was a dumb idea, I hope. Someone will let me in? Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't shift down, shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait. Forgot to shift! I'm gonna have to wait again. That said, a film of his World War II days could have been fun. Let's see. That's true. Although, then again, we might see that at some point these days. During his Civil War era and the Metatron era. Especially with this new cartoon. Trying to paint new lights on Megatron and everything. We might actually get to see that at some point, to be fair. Or might actually get to see what truly the war with Cybertron really was like, if we're going to go that route. And to be fair, at this point, I think the reason why they're doing that is because they've run out of ideas to do with the normal version on Earth. Like what to do with the Autobots on Earth anymore. So they're trying to create more Cybertron content. My thing is, you want to impress me and you want me back in it. They kind of did it with one of the movies, just to kind of pull in the more niche crowd like me. Is I want Beast Wars. Like, I want Beast Wars to be more of a thing. I know we did that movie that combined the two together recently. The 80s cartoon Prime and Optimus Ape Prime from Beast Wars. But it's like, I want Beast Wars to actually, like, have its own thing. It'd be really cool. He looks good. He definitely did a good job with it. Is it? Oh, it's 8:50. Ooh, I was hoping to be done before now. Damn, this journey's taking longer than I thought. I may have to start breaking some laws. I may have to start speeding like a bejesus man to get this done soon. to an hour and 50 minutes out. I need to get around this dumb truck. Alright, we're gonna do some GTA level stuff now. Let me kick it up to gear 17. So we can get a little more speed behind the truck. We're gonna have to hope no one decides to come around that corner at the wrong time. Which so far we're getting lucky. Not like that though. God, I can't drive like that. God, this is why I can't do that without my Lone Star. I'm used to that with my Lone Star, but this Peterbilt feels very different. And also, kudos on the developer of actually making these trucks different. Like, they could have just, they have the same hitboxes, same weight, same this, same that. Kudos on them. This truck feels heavier. Like, this truck feels way harder to whip around the turns than my Lone Star is. So kudos on the developer for being realistic with that. So when I try to cheese it, when I'm not used to the truck yet, it's a lot harder. But to make me be able to do that easier, we're going to do this. Because I can cheese it in first person because I'm a lot better driver in first person. Because I can actually see what's happening in front of me. He could be a Volkswagen Beetle in World War II movie, LOL. That's true. That would be a good time to bring him in, to bring that in. Even from this perspective, it looks really cool to drive this truck. This is a very, very beautiful truck from looking from the inside. Oh, our guy's getting tired. In first person, I'm more confident. I can control the truck a bit better. I still gotta get used to her corners, though. The Lone Star can do this at like 60 miles an hour. I don't think this thing can, though. Not bad. Oh, the blinker sounds so cool. I do love how they actually also managed to get proper sounds for all the trucks. We'll have to stop it. Should I go to this rest stop? How much time we got left? 17 hours to get us there. We're 1 hour and 12 minutes out. You know what? We're gonna go straight. We're gonna go get some sleep at this rest stop up here, and then finish the job during the daylight. Actually tells me how much miles per gallon I've spent on this trip. Turn around. Look how much hours that added on because I went the wrong way. We're going back the other way, but I need to get our driver some sleep. If this is a big enough area, we're gonna find out. Looks like it. truck's parking spot? Actually, don't know. Wait, is that it? Is that the truck's parking spot? Past the handicap? No, I'm getting tired. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Alright. I assume this is the parking spot? It looks like it. Seems like a rest here. It's running over the thing. What the hell? Where's the sleeping spot in here? For the truck. Oh, this is terrible. Is it over here then? I don't understand where you want me to park. I parked in the parking spot, game. You're being a pain in the butt right now. Damn it. Really? You're gonna be hard on me there for this? Fine, we'll park it. Look, that makes sense. Yeah, right in the middle of everything. It'll let me park right here, but not over there. We'll do that. But that is not what that works. Oh, it glitched out and went away. Are you freaking serious? Oh, where did it go? It said rest for a brief second. Oh my god. That doesn't count either. Oh, you're killing me, game. You're messing with my main brain right now. This is costing us extra time for no bloody reason. We're gonna have to go to a different one. This ain't gonna work. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Let's go. Even though this is a resting zone. Oh, I hate when it does that. There's one here. Let's go to this one. Y'all remember the 90s cartoon in room called Robotics? It had human pilot. Oh yeah, I do remember that, yeah. I think it was called that. I think it was called Robotics or something, yeah. Robotics? Robotics? Something like that. Let's try to go resting over here. Because realistically, I did what you would have done in that parking spot, because there was one truck area you could back into, which I did. And it didn't let me rest. The game's a little buggy when it comes to resting areas sometimes, and what is considered the spot you actually sit in. Whoa! I'm getting tired now. Now I'm screwing up all over the place. Getting tired. Getting tired. They could function independently, but if the human jumped in the cockpit, they would transform, into more powerful robots. I think it was called Robotics or something like that. Yeah, something like that. I do remember a name like that. I'm getting tired, game. I'm trying. It's about to find me for not resting. Then I'll hurry up. Come on, I might get in trouble. I was trying to eat before then. Come on. This game's great, but it's hard to narrow it down to a certain window when you're doing stuff. Come on, light. It's like this game does a good job of simulating actually waiting for traffic and red lights. Doing absolutely terrible. Come on. So this one up here is better. It looks like it might have an actual truck stop in it, but we'll see. Yeah, avoid sleeping violation. I'm trying. Blame the game for its wonky parking mechanics. In real life, that would have been an acceptable spot to park your truck and sleep in your sleeper. Ay, ay, ay. There's the resting spot. Perfect. Let's get our guys some rest and let's finish this job up. Finish this job up. Not worried about gas right now. Oh, yep, that was dumb. I was trying to be too fancy. I have to go out on the road a little bit more. Sir, do you want to be sandwiched in between us? I can oblige. Come up there with this here, the way down between us, just to pass him. Wow. Wow. Rude, sir. We're almost there. We're entering Arizona. Almost there, Jet. We're at the final area. We're about to come around the corner at our stop. Since we did the first parking job in third person, or first person, I'll do this one in third just to show off the truck one final time. It's beauty for this episode. Right around the corner? Yeah. So you're gonna have to wait. I had to stop like that so I could grab the what's it called. Alright, where do you want it, sir? This is a straight trailer. I can easily do this. Oh, hold on, I gotta shift back down to 7. Ooh, barely got it in the door. That didn't work. Shoot. I turned my cab too much. Okay, I screwed that up. I'm getting too tired. I'm trying to rush because it's 9 o'clock where I'm at and I haven't eaten yet. Oh way. Alright, so now we have to hardcore push this way. Yeah, I really screwed the pooch on this one. Need to pull you Oh, I'm tired. I can't see behind me. Hold on, let's just make a full U-turn. We're gonna go out in the road. We're gonna do it this way then. Since it's got me trying to go in that middle slot right next to the bloody building. So here, this is where I gotta get you. We gotta be pointing towards the entrance to get this in here. I'm pretty sure. Stop right there. Look at how terrible they made this. I would need my hazards to do this. This would be illegal in real life. To have to back in this trailer like this. Because I'm out in the road. I'm literally gonna need to be out in the road. I'm gonna get hit and I can't see in front of me. Except for what's passing near my grill. There we go. Had to get that angle right, man. Sometimes this game can be pretty harsh in that when it comes to that. There we go. Oh, hold on. Right there. It drifts too much. Stop drifting on me. Right there. There we go. Did it. Woo! Alright, nice. Optimus's first successful journey. Almost level 28. Nice. So he made us our first batch of money back towards our company. So next thing I want to do then, before we quit, I'm just going to pull away from the trailer. Actually, there's literally gas right here. Stop here. We're just gonna get gas because we're gonna be teleporting this truck away anyways. We're gonna be moving it into garage. Let's just fill it up before I take it over there. Or before I teleport over there. Okay. So. Truck manager. I want to drive this. Drive it. Are you sure you want to reassign your Peterbilt Drive International? Yes. Okay, so now I'm frozen? Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Well, it just takes a second for it to load. Freak me out. Although I wouldn't exactly call it a prime delivery. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it did kind of terrible. Also, it wasn't really an exciting delivery because it was just a bunch of wheels. We're going to do more special deliveries later on down the road. If I can ever get a second person to drive the other truck, what I really hope to do eventually, there's my other truck. That's the one I drive mostly. What I really hope to do eventually is have two people where we can do dual, like, heavy loads. How do I put you on a different truck? Nope, that's truck upgrades. Oh, what that is. Oh, that's right, we have a whole bunch of new upgrades for the International. But, is it truck manager? So the Peterbilt. Yeah, there we go. Assign driver. I don't want to hire a driver, I want to put my current driver on it. How do I do that? Do I just relocate you? Is that what this means? I want you in Flagstaff, but I want you on this truck. There we go. So now he's in the Peterbilt 389 low roof. I want him to do... There's no heavy cargo choice. Shoot. Is it high value cargo is what that is? Let's do high value cargo. It would make sense for him to do that. Because they'll have to go slower but more methodical. Does that change their daily amount? No, it doesn't. So let's try training you in high value cargo, since there is no way to tell you to stay heavy cargo. Eventually I could give you this, but I'd have to figure out how to assign a trailer to the truck once that comes, once we do Farseers. Alright, so that one's now driving. So now I need to assign a driver to the International LT. The one that's going to become Farseer's truck. So we got this lady here. Natalie P. What's 0.8? This is their driver rating, isn't it? Wow. Not too good choices there. Elizabeth V. Good at high value and actually don't know what that is. Always forget what that is. I wish you could see that. I think that's long distances, which some Walmart trucks do have to travel. So that's okay, I guess. What else we got? We got one here, Sophie I. Just long distance. Natalie P is 0.8, but she's only good at making deliveries on time. That's pretty good as well, but she's also good at doing explosives. I don't think we need that. No, you're about fragile and being on time. I think we'll hire this Gennaro-looking character for Farseer's driver, just because none of the others have that good of rating or enough blocks in any of these. So this one at least starts over here, and I can just train her to be better at this. So hire driver, bets are yes. Was more of an Amazon Prime delivery. It was. It was definitely more of an Amazon Prime delivery. Alright, so now all of our trucks are out there and going. Hello.
You know what time it is?
Yeah, I'm fixing to wrap it up.
I'm not cooking a full-blown meal at 10 o'clock at night.
I was just gonna warm up a chicken patty and something. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I gotta get off here. It's been a good one, though. We made it pretty far. We got everything done. We got 3 drivers up and running now, including myself. The Prime is now a part of the fleet. Next will be Farseer's overpowered Walmart truck. And then after that, we'll work on James and Seeley's Mac twins. And then after that will be the final truck, which will, for this game, will be a Kenworth W900. Since there is no Fleet Star in this game. So, and that'll be my final primary big boy truck. Just like what we did with Prime just now. It'll be our next major big hauler. So, this one's in between. I made my Lone Star basically able to do bigger loads, but she has to be a little more careful with them, but she can do it. But also when I'm doing medium loads, can do it really fast. So this is my prime money user and making money right now. Since we have all of our others now, we got our Peterbilt 389 and our other little regular International. Hello. But alright, let's save it and wrap it up. Thanks for the stream. Take it easy, Art9. You too, Chronic Gaming. And Tam King said, fun stream, Art9. Have a good one, y'all. You too, Tam King. Thanks for joining up, y'all. Chronic, Tam King, Farseer, my moderator, making sure we've got enough fuel to get to every Walmart within a 10-mile radius. But we will, like I said, we'll work on our standard dry van truck, aka Walmart truck, next episode, which will be later this week. We have enough money to do it. I don't technically need to do any more. Other than for fun and I just enjoy this game, I don't technically need to earn any more money. We have enough to upgrade the LT. So, the Mack Truck twins are what's gonna make me get more money at some point, though. But, alright everyone, thank you so much. Chronic said, bye all, bye everybody. Get some food, I am. Bye y'all. See y'all next time. Bye!